When one of your friends tells you that McCall's has indeed launched new patterns that are vintage, you decide to go ahead and react to the entire website. Now, by the entire website, I just mean the new arrivals that are labeled vintage or reproduction. My favorite things for them to label patterns. And this type of video is also easier while you still have a broken wrist. Now, the only thing I am looking for is, 1, what are the newest vintage, how many times can I do that in this video? Let's find out. Vintage patterns. And if there aren't enough of them, well, we'll just go into the ready stock to see what they've already decided to reproduce. Now, I am judging this on, well, just my own taste here, let's be real. I understand that my taste is not for everyone, but I also know that, some of their choices of reproductions are questionable. Because occasionally they like to reproduce things that are really readily available. Looks at every single apron pattern ever reproduced. So let's just go ahead and dive into the website now, shall we? So here we have a whole lot of, can I filter this by vintage? I hope so.
The answer is no.
Okay, so we are looking for the horrid, like, gray background. Now, the one thing to know is that this is literally every single brand of pattern because all of them have been lumped into one friggin' thing. And no, I do not ever compare an original and a vintage for the people that actually make them in a small business format, such as Mrs. Depew, Lady Marlowe, because I actually know a lot of these people, not necessarily face to face, but many of them I have very good relationships with, and I would like to keep it that way. All right, I was told there are new patterns. Where are they? I know there were new costumes, or not costumes, word associations. We're doing great. Oh, and we have our first winner, although it's just not easy to see. And by winner, I mean why. Out of all of the Laura Ashley patterns that they had the choice to reproduce. Oh, and authentically, great. They picked this. This nightgown. That's what they chose. Not a super complicated dress, not something that's actually really hard. They picked a nightgown. Once again, Big Four, I am reaching out to you and saying, I would be more than happy to come and give you patterns that are actually hard to find. I would love to do that. Can I do that, please? You would think in a capitalistic hellscape that we are currently in that they would want to do that. Anyway, yeah, so they have chosen M8381, which highly doubt that's the original number. And they didn't even have the decency to give me the background so that I knew what I was looking for. How many vintage patterns have I scrolled past now? Scrolling, keep them doggies scrolling, rawhide. What in the fluffernutter is happening right now? Oh no, Simplicity. Oh no, you didn't. Simplicity 9738. Well, that looks like a princess line dress with thin straps, a curved bolero with dolman sleeves. Ain't it grand? Wonder how badly they screwed that one up. But also this one, nope, they're not claiming authentic. They're not. That was only on the McCall's. Sure. You don't have a great track record. Oh, you guys, can we not do a better resolution than that? You have
$1 million.
What the heck? We love that. What else do we have? Oh, I don't want to go back to that page. And this is what I mean. They're choosing to reproduce super jiffies. So the 1970s ones that were already easy to make, which means they made more of them in the 70s. Yeah, they've chosen to do that. Oh, good. And it's a wrap dress. We all know the track record people have with wrap dresses. So Simplicity S9739 looks like one main pattern piece. Sure. Yeah, and it was a super jiffy. Okay, I will give them this. They are now at least, well, okay, with this one, they're putting the OG number on it. So you know that the original number was 5021. Was it a mistake? Was it intentional? Unclear. This is the first new release that I've seen that actually has the old number on it, which for me, doing my job, makes it so much easier. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's fine. I have a feeling they managed to screw it up somehow. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't look terrible. It does look relatively easy. Hopefully that means that they actually made it up to a decent size. Let's find out now, shall we? Oh, I have one packet, so it goes up through an extra large. Great, cool. What does that mean in your world? There's simplicity. Oh, nope, I wanted to zoom in on the thingy. You're making me squint. Giving me eyeline wrinkles, simplicity. Okay, so bust 42 to 44, so still not large enough for someone like me without making it larger, which thankfully for this wouldn't be too terribly hard. It would probably just be like a... That wouldn't be too bad of a fix. It'd certainly make for an easy video. Now I just have to find 5021. Ha 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 ha. Let's see what else we have here. Oh right, they like to take me back to the top of my search results. We love wasting time. Laura that looks new though. Yeah, that's a new Laura Ashley because Laura Ashley is still making things. So that's a new Laura Ashley. It's not a vintage one. Simplicity costumes. I don't know where that came from either. Oh boy. Okay. Man, I'm really glad someone showed this to me. All right, so we have McCall's. Their number is 8380, which is a 1940s one shoulder tie dress with a gathered skirt and bows. The only thing I will give them is it goes up through a size 24. And by size 24, I mean a pattern size 24, so that's it's not like that miraculous. A size 24 is only a bust 46, so like it's not the best they could have done, being a giant corporation, but it's not an extra large. Yeah, I don't know. It says authentic again. Yeah, let me know down in the comments which of these patterns you want me to acquire and then find the original and then do a line for line, because that'd be interesting to see which one of their new ones you're like the most excited for, to see if you should actually spend your money on it. What's after the 1940s one? We reproduced a 70s one. Okay, we're doing all wrap dresses for some reason this launch. So this is a front wrap McCall's M8379. Again, they call it authentic, but they don't give you the original number. So it makes it harder to find out. Not impossible though.
Boom, baby!
All right, so it's got a little bit of it looks like there's a couple tucks along the front to help curve it, and then just short sleeves, nothing exciting, and a slightly flared skirt. Could be cute. And again, goes up to the size 24, which is a bust 46. But again, they put in so much ease to these, it probably does actually fit a little bit larger. Man, 70s and 40s. We went from one shoulder to a wrap dress. Okay, sure. All right, any more new releases here for us? Oh, did I miss one? Oh, I did. Hello. Because the only vintage was like the little fake logo on the bottom. Vintage Vogue circa 1976. Okay. Here's the thing. Simplicity paired with gunny sacks. And that's the brand everyone is asking for. And you're not giving it to them. You're giving them this instead. This ain't that. This ain't that. That's not how this goes. You can't just get any 70s. I have this type of dress in my website. Does it sell? Occasionally. It's not great. Anytime I get a gunny sacks in, poof, gone. So why aren't you listening to your consumer? Your consumer is telling you what they want. Also, hit me up. I'll bring my gunny sacks to you. Let me help you. All right, so Vogue 1947 is like a square neckline shawl cape attached though. So I don't know why we're releasing this for spring summer unless you're gonna make it out of a super thin material. And it's got either a midi or a maxi skirt, looks to be gathered. Actually can't really tell. I wanna say it's a gathered with a tie waist. Depending on how the structure is on the underneath, it could be nice for summer, but I just fear, especially in Florida, that would be too much fabric and you would get very overheated. But hey, it's got pockets, so I can't be that mad. Oh, and then we're into costumes. Well, now that we made it through all the new ones, let's see if there's just any other stragglers in there that I can, react to. Simplicity non-pattern vintage magnet. I like how they had to specify that these are non-patterns. That's comical. Oh dear, we have quite the list of things that I have never seen before. So I'm just gonna have to pick my favorites. What are we doing here, McCall's? That's what I wanna know. You messed up this pattern somehow. Oh God. I get it, it's a 40s. I will say, I do like the inverted notch part of it. But that skirt, the pleating, man. I mean, that was done, but just, I think the skirt length is wrong. Also, there's just something generally off about the fit. I can't really tell what it is. Maybe the bodice is too long. Okay, now this one, before we get, you know, lambasting them all, and I'm only known for that, I will say that if you are looking for my pattern for the Star Trek dress, this one, that I wear in a fair number of videos, but I haven't done my white laundry in a long time, so it's not clean. This is the pattern that my friend used. This one right here, Butterick 6055. So while I'm sure it has its fit issues, I'm sure it's not authentic perfectly, you know how it looks because I've worn it so much. What would be fun is to find the original pattern and then compare it to my reproduction. Let me know if you have that pattern. I'll take it off your hands. Oh, now we have this one. Oh, I am really...
bombastic side eye.
I am dubious of their ability to do this. Nope. 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 Already. She's lovely. The human being in this photo is lovely. The dress is, there's no way. That can't be how that originally was. Because when you look at this, you can see there's like some type of top stitching through here that didn't get done. It does look like the gathering is in the correct place and the darting is probably in the correct place, but I'm sure there's something like, I don't know, just something looked off in that other one. I'll give it to them. I see the gathered shoulder, that's good. But like they didn't do that top stitching even a little. Now, fun fact for those of you playing along, I actually have this exact pattern open over there, just waiting for my hand to not be broken so I can actually make up the two and put them side by side. But I have done a full review of this exact pattern, Butterick 5708. It is in this camera right now. Or just waiting, that's all. These two I don't even need to click into to know that I don't trust them to do them correctly. Butterick 6211 and Butterick 6485. Yeah, I don't trust them to get either one of those right. And we all know my thoughts on this piece of crap. In case you're curious and you missed it, here's just a little taste. Because I hate that pattern so much so that I've made an entire series out of it. You're welcome. And I accidentally started a trend all over YouTube, so, you know, can't be mad about it. Thanks for the content, Butterick. I appreciate it. Oh no, I did not know they redid this one. I don't think I have it anymore, but I did have it at one point. Butterick 5880 with the little side drape situation, I'm sure would come out really nice because there's not a whole lot that you can mess up with this. Also, that live image is not helpful. Butterick. She's a lovely human being. You can't see the dress for crap. Did you screw it up that bad that you had to hide it by this photo shoot? Oh no, you just hid the photos down here. I mean, other than the shoulders looking a little wide, not bad. That might be right. Oh no, maybe they were right, because look, if you look at the front image, that's actually pretty close. So maybe they didn't do too bad a job on this one. Who knows? Now, if you are wondering as to why I get so salty about this, go ahead and check out the video that I made on this pattern right here, which is Butterick 8505. Because I actually found the original pattern and I put them line for line and they still managed to screw up a caftan. So just know that all this vitriol is coming from actual line for line comparison, not just because I feel like trashing a company. I just want them to do it correctly and I'm showing them how they're not. They're not paying attention to me, but that's neither here nor there. If you enjoyed this video today, I think you will also enjoy this video right here, where I physically compare the original walkaway dress pattern to the reproduction vintage. And of course, YouTube thinks that you will like that one right there. Don't forget to click like and comment to tell me which pattern you want me to do next on your way out. So in chaos, friends, See y'all next time. Oh goody, more fodder.